Yes, she's very strong and you should definitely pull for her. And if you want to know more about what makes Olivia such a special character, I'll do my best to explain, and we can start from her strengths and weaknesses.
So to start off, she's a very strong and independent fighter. Like, what do I mean by that? She doesn't need anybody to be strong. And she's one of the very few characters that can reliably solo the stages, like almost any stages.
Dopamine, for example. You could build just one Olivia and she could solo 3 stages, which will give you like 12 stars already. It means you only need to do the very bare minimum. Just get one more star and you'll get most of the relevant rewards up to the EX tickets. How insane is that, right? She has high damage floor, means that she also doesn't need much investment, whether from more of her copies, her weapons copies, stigmas, traits, etc. She just slaps from the start. She's board strong. She's also very easy to play. Like, her gameplay is basically just bonking with her basic attack, sometimes with her skill, and sometimes you just move around to position herself to get the maximum amount of damage from her special counter attack moves. So easy. Even AI can play her. And speaking of AI, she's also the best character to auto with, and part of it is because she's pretty durable actually. As long as they don't hit her backside, she can just block any incoming counterattacks. And outside of blocking counterattacks, she also has decent block rate herself, means that she can sustain herself relatively well. And now for her weaknesses. She's a very fat 8 cost unit. It makes team building with her less flexible. It's harder with her. And for another weakness of her, I told you guys how she has high damage floor, right? At the same time, she also has a low damage ceiling. Means that her damage doesn't improve much with investments in comparison to other top damage dealers in the game like Ivona or Yui, or Korra is the newest one, right? The newest queen of DPS. To give a clearer picture, my best Liauw with less investment had higher damage per round than my EX5 R2 Olivia. Like, how is that possible? My EX0 R1 Liauw is stronger than my EX5 R2 Olivia. It's crazy, right? This makes her kinda weak in special operation stages, where you need much higher investment, much higher damage ceiling compared to the other game modes. It doesn't mean she sucks at endgame though. It just means other damage dealers catches up or even surpasses her in endgame. Now, let's start discussing her kit. First is Sky Cleaver. There's nothing really to discuss in here, it's just her basic attack. Decent range though for a basic attack. If you upgrade her basic from level 6 to level 10, it will net you with around 8% damage boost. So you can keep it at level 6 because it's not really a big upgrade really. And next is Work Cleaver. It has a nice and wide fan-shaped range. And again, there is nothing really special about this skill. Upgrading the skill level from 6 to 10 will net you around 3.4% damage boost. And actually, in reality, it might be less than half of that actually. I just realized when I'm making this guide that the skill has 3 round cooldown, right? And my calculation only calculate her first round of damage. So basically, in reality, it's like 1 point something percent damage boost if you upgrade this from level 6 to level 10. You can basically just leave this at level 3. I'm not even kidding, bro. This skill is useless to level up. And so let's talk about Limitless Form. This is what MSG is to our food. This is what makes Olivia Olivia. This is what makes her so strong. It astronomically increases her melee attack in combat while also ignoring enemy slash defense when she attacks. Let's take level 6 values for an example. Level 6, it buffs her melee attack by 140%. That's basically like almost double her base damage, you know? It's huge. And she also has 1300 slash defense ignore. Okay, let's just assume the enemy has 0 slash defense. If she hit that enemy will have minus 1300 slash defense. What does that mean? Minus 100 slash defense equals to 10% slash damage boost. So minus 1300 slash defense means 130 slash damage boost. It's that insane. This passive alone will boost her base damage by like around triple the amount basically. this is so crazy. This passive is so good on Olivia. So upgrading this passive level from 6 to 10 will net you around 37% damage boost. So this is definitely the skill that you guys want to prioritize. And so the next is 1000-fold execution. This is pretty much her special counterattack skill, 1000 execution. At the start of each round, gain 3 stacks of ascendant. The important thing that you guys need to remember is that it not only gain 3 stacks each round, it's capped at 3 stacks, means you cannot save like 2 stacks for the next round. You cannot do that. You have to spend all the 3 stacks in that round. You cannot save it for the next round. Simply put, it means that she can only do 3 of her special counterattack each round. The range is similar to her skill, the Ward Cleaver. It's just a little bit smaller. The damage is the same though, like level 6 Ward Cleaver with level 6000 execution, the damage is the same. And every time you do the special counterattack, the 1000 execution, your AP will be set to 159. For example, if Olivia has like, let's say 30 AP, and after she does her 1000 execution, now her AP will be at 159. It will be set to 159 no matter what. This is both good and bad for Olivia. This means Olivia can move multiple times in a round, like 30 AP to 159 AP, then you move around again, 10 AP left, and then 159 AP again. It's great, right? She can move around multiple times in a round. Or if the enemies have more than 159 AP, like let's say they have up to 200 AP, that's normal for round 2 and onward. It means Olivia won't move at all. It means Olivia's ascendance stacks will be consumed to 0 and she cannot move. She has to wait until the AP is 159. So if you upgrade Ascendant 1000-fold execution from level 6 to level 10, it will net you around 15% damage boost. Let's do a quick recap on which skills to prioritize first for Olivia. First off, you should go all in with Limitless Form. It's by far her strongest skill to upgrade. Then, upgrade the Ascendant 1000-fold execution. Her basic attack can stay at like level 6, while her Ward Cleaver, you don't need to upgrade that, can stay at level 3. Now for her weapon, it is too many words, I gotta say, so I will try to simplify it. Basically it does 1. Buffing Olivia's melee attack in combat. 2. Gain 1 stack of Blade's Resonance every turn up to 3 stacks. What is Blade's Resonance? Blade Resonance buffs basic attack and combat skill damage. 3. Gain Grand Echo buff after she reaches 3 Blade's Resonance stacks. Grand Echo buffs less damage. 4. Do the big AoE counterattack move instead of 1000-fold execution. You know, her skill counterattack by 1.5 times the damage for every 2000-fold executions. Basically, every 2 skill counterattack, the next counterattack will be the big AoE counterattack. Now let's get over to her team comp. I think her best team comp is Olivia, Erneste, Mahari, and Johe. Erneste gives big melee attack percent buff for Olivia, and not only that, she also buffs her speed and basic attack damage. Mahari is in this team because with her shield she basically can give access for Olivia to hit the weakness for double damage, and Johe can shred enemies slash defense even further if she has her guns. And the next team is Olivia, Ines, and Ernesto. This team is basically an Aunt and Niche wombo combo dual DPS comp. Simply put, this comp take advantage of Ernesto's ability to buff the team, so its damage dealers can just do their own thing. Next is Olivia, Liauw, and Mahari. Similar concept with the team before, it's another dual DPS comp. Liauw can buff slash damage for Olivia and buff her speed as well, while also being another strong damage dealer herself. You can swap Mahari with Johe if you want. And the next comp is my personal favorite, it's Olivia and Griselda. I know it's putting to 8 cost units and it sounds like a bad idea, but This comp is her comfiest comp so far. Griselda provides grouping, speed buff, and some shield and heal for Olivia so she can sustain even longer. It's not even a bad team if you just want a chill gameplay with little to no risk. Other than the teams above, she kinda works with everyone because she doesn't need much and not much can really improve her damage aside from maybe Mahari and Johe. For example, you could use Stigma Set with her if you need an even stronger grouping than Griselda but with lower cost. Or you could also use Ostra for a tank while also buffing Olivia's counterattack damage. Or maybe if you don't have Ernesta's weapon but you have Korabe and her weapon, you could also go with that. Now for her build, Jupiter is her best in slot. 1000 Mile Weave is technically around 3% stronger than Jupiter if you manage to hit just one weak point. But if you don't, it is around 21% weaker than Jupiter. So you see, you better just go with Jupiter anyway. For her traits, give her acute, ferocious, sharp, aggressive, masterful, and powerful. The last topic is about her and her weapon copy. From EX0 to EX1, she will gain around 11% of damage boost. EX2 to EX3, she will gain around 5% of damage boost. EX5 to EX6, she will gain around 9.5% of damage boost. And for her weapon copy, its copy gives around 5.3% damage boost. Simply put, the values suck. Just get up to EX1 if you want to invest on her for a bit. I guess that's all the topics covered. Man, I really didn't expect what is this? 11 minutes video? I was planning maybe 3, maybe 5 minutes for a video. I didn't expect it was going to be 11 minutes. I yapped a lot, man. I'm so sorry, and sorry for my quality and English isn't really my language, so I'm not really that good with it. But I still hope you guys can understand my points, can get something out of this video. If you have any question, feel free to ask in the comment section. Thank you, and I hope I can see you again sometimes maybe